Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Darksiders. So, let's get out of our gun mode, pick this up, let's look around just to make sure that there isn't a gym to shoot. We have to go through this sub-dungeon called the Nook, which is an interesting idea because I don't recall there ever being a sub-dungeon in a Zelda game, just something you have to transfer for them to get to the next area. Let's see. This would be less defense but more arcane. I'm just going to pick that up and not use it. Theoretically, if I didn't open any of these and waited till I got to like level 75 and then open them all, that you'd get a lot of drops at level 75. But I would also have to play the game in a weird way. Speaking of playing the game in a weird way, there's this door over here that we didn't bother to open. So I want to open this and see what's over here. Seems like a whole load section too. Well, thanks game. Thanks for having me look through there and map out an area, but let's see. If I just hit jump and hit B, I guess I can mount it. And then hit B again and I can run on the chain. You wouldn't have been able to get this far without the maker's key. So the game is very much gating you in a specific pattern. Let's see. One assumes I'm not supposed to fall to my death. So a little bit of platforming. Only killed some people. I can't really say it never killed no one. This is a little interesting because I guess I just have to hit B and I'll automatically grab the ledge. And back down this way. Would have been probably nice if there was a switch there on the other side of the gate. Not that that was a really difficult entrance. Alright. We know we've got one of these guys, so we should do this and kill the hive. And it looks like I killed the hive with one wrath attack. I'm looking for some let me move the camera around. Nope, I didn't kill it. I thought I'd killed it, but apparently I hadn't. Looking for some health. Health potions would be nice. They're not dropping as much as I would like. Are we nice and safe now? This looks like it's better, so we'll equip it. And we now have leveled up, which means we can now, let's see, equip this weapon, which does a lot more damage and increases our strength. It's still hard to see what is equipped. Like this, I think, is equipped right now. And we're all about experience right now. It's just guilt or experience. So right now this should be what we're equipping. So instead of having a pretty large increase in defense, I'd prefer to get gold. Because that short-term payoff will lead to long-term gains. If that makes any sense. Like, we still don't know how to summon ghouls. I still don't know how to apply these things. So let's see. We'll take that and let's see. Hit A. Hit the D-pad. Hold the D-pad. Hold the left bump. Like, no, it can't be left bump or right bump. Right trigger, left trigger doesn't do anything. A, X, Y, B. Like, I seriously have yet to figure out how to get the X and the Y and the B things, like, to equip to anything. And yet I've purchased this necromancy ability. Is this game just bugged? Like, seriously. Start. Options. It told me once, and apparently it's never going to tell me again. And because I didn't pay enough attention, I'm going to have to, like, look it up and figure out how do you equip these other abilities so I could actually use them, so we're not left with this poor gameplay experience of only being able to do one thing. Let's see, this door is locked for sure, and this gate is locked. So if I could figure out a way to open the gate, that'd be nice. Meanwhile, collecting gold. One assumes I'm not supposed to jump on lava. Even in a simplistic jump like that, you can't get around it. Around all these fake walls. Or invisible walls. You have to walk up the right way. Spending way too much time breaking bottles and barrels. And they certainly aren't dropping elements. Alright. So, if I look at the map, I've just unlocked a shortcut. And that's all I did. So now there's a quicker experience. And I can go back down that way. Even though Dust wants me to go that way. Which I think I'll do. Let's just see where this leads us to. Just don't die. I thought it was going to be a little bit trickier than that. I thought I was going to have to jump to the other side. Ah, and we've got a flying lava demon. Like the first game. Question, of course, will become, are we going to talk to this flying lava demon? Or are we going to... Oh man. One little touch is all you get. Good to know. And here's a teleportation thing we can't use because we don't have it. And there's a platform. Well, let's not go too far. Or too crazy. Let's see what we can do. This seems like we might just fight / talk to this character. And that's it. Ah, but I can't get over there without a hook shot. And we don't have the hook shot yet. So that's interesting. So my bird Dust over here has no clue what I'm supposed to be doing at all. It seems pretty obvious. Because I'm just in the wrong place. And I don't feel like I really benefit from playing the game like that. I think I'm just kind of wasting my time because I'm playing the game the way I want to play it. And we'll pick up the Wrath Potion. And we'll equip the Nomad Talisman, which I don't believe is what I actually do want equipped. Let's see, this is what I have right now, but it doesn't give me experience, so... Like, the auto loot may need to be turned back on. Like, it doesn't seem like it works in any better system than not having auto loot turned on. There's supposed to be a ball somewhere, which I guess the idea is maybe the ball is up there. Do these both switch? Or just one? Seems like I need a construct. Maybe. And there's a ball over there. Alright, so jump, jump, jump. This is some kind of trigger. And then jump this way. And then jump this way. And then jump up here. And jump up here. Wow, you can see right through the wall. So we hit this. It opens that. Right. Theoretically, I just drop down. And it opens that. Now, of course, I could have just fallen to my death on accident. Right. Still not 100% certain I can succeed in what I need to do. But let's assume that we can. I needed to have lowered the other one first. I've completely messed up this puzzle. Need this one down. It would be nice if there was a glide button or some way to make that jump. But there isn't, so down we go to really just activate it and go back up. This time with me on it. Now I press the B button and hit it. And it doesn't roll, which is good. I might be in the totally wrong place. It doesn't matter though, I guess this is probably some puzzle we would have had to figure out eventually. It's very possible that the door that Dust wanted me to go through would have just led to a locked door, because we've seen that happen before. Also. Alright, piercing damage. That's like possessed hammer. If I go ahead and equip this, and why are we getting text that says we collected a possessed hammer? Was that the best thing possible to have equipped? Well, it doesn't increase our strength by 10, and that number is so high, like, I can't really argue. I think the Masher of Karkinos is better to have for that extra 10 strength for whatever that is. I think we're back to, we need to turn auto collect back on. I tried it. I thought it was going to work in a way that would be cool, but it doesn't speed up or make the wait. When a new experience level is gained, you'll be given a chance to upgrade a weapon. Press back and choose the upgrade option for a possessed item to feed them items. Interesting. So if I was to hit this and then click upgrade, what items could I give it? Well, it doesn't seem like anything would really upgrade it too high. And would it just move it from a level 7 into a level 8? I don't know. Unless we start running into a maximum number of items we can hold, which maybe we will run into that problem. I don't see why I would want to feed that possessed weapon. The main thing is getting items that increase our either guilt drop or experience drop. Alright, where are we on the map? So we didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't seem like at all. That was a valid path. Let's come over here and switch back to this. Just keep doing these slow attacks. Shoot off some shots just in case. So this is the door they wanted us to go through first. We took a side quest and went through here. And it seems like that was perfectly acceptable and no real loss, other than perhaps a loss of time, which I don't think that's really a loss anyways, because that gives us the opportunity to learn something new and gain experience. Jeez. So many invisible walls. There was a health potion. That certainly will prove to be useful. I doubt there's anything else over here. Right. It wants me to somehow like I don't want to waste my wrath trying that. Yeah, it's not a wrath attack and a teleporting attack. There's something we've got to find that would allow us to either clone ourselves or make a duplicate or something. Oh well. But that did look like that was a major chest. There you go. Do I want to take the hits and hit them hard? I don't think I do. I think I'd prefer... the problem is you're so slow with that strong attack, you're never going to use it. It's much easier to do this and then dodge with the clearly telegraphed attack sequence. We've got some slightly uglier looking water, which I'm glad for that. That wouldn't really make a lot of sense that the water in this area was bright crystal blue, crystal clear. I guess crystal clear and blue are exclusive descriptors. They can't be crystal clear and bright blue. Trying to get down as far as possible to make sure that there's nothing hidden in this. There's a lot of flood. A lot of flooded stuff. Of course, the last dungeon we were in, there was a flooded thing and there was nothing in the flooded thing. So I don't know if we're gonna go back to the dungeons and run through them a second time, which would be annoying because the dungeons weren't that full to begin with. Auto loot a weapon that ended up on, I suppose that counts as the ground. And yes, with auto loot back on, now it's back to looking at things and seeing if they will do anything useful. It's going to be a lot more item management once we get back to the store. now that we can feed a hammer items, like that's gonna be part of the gameplay concept. I imagine it won't severely increase the like it won't increase the value of the hammer by much to bring it up by 1, and you're better off selling the items individually. Oops. And since the construct fell in the water, he's, I assume, dead now. And we've got these pipes, and it's kind of like dwarven technology. It really feels like stuff that could have been from Skyrim. A lot of that. These could have been human pipes. This could have been a human, like, water treatment facility. We could be on Earth right now. For a game that starts with you jumping through a portal, there's really no reason why you couldn't jump through mini portals. Heck, Super Mario 64 is pretty much nothing but you jumping through magical paintings and getting to different lands. And they didn't really have to justify it or explain that too much. I guess this is the right direction. This is more than just non-linear, the way some of these levels and paths are laid out. It speaks to something new, something that, like, somebody hasn't played video games before and they made levels, and maybe that's a good thing. Like, maybe crazy levels that confuse the player every once in a while is a cool concept, but in the vast majority of instances it just leads to the player being frustrated. If I'm having to, with the bad camera, spin around a lot and say, which way am I supposed to go? What was I supposed to do? That's a problem. And I guess that was the Nook. We kind of missed the big boss fight or anything. We were just walking through it, and we'll walk through it, I guess, again later. We should trigger a cutscene, I think, pretty soon here, and talk to Karn.
Whatever is behind this door, getting in won't be easy.
And see, this feels like I have no idea what that is. I guess we're gonna need 4 different colored gemstones to open that. Let's go talk to this guy and turn in a quest. Like, right now is the absolute right time to double check. Make sure all of your experience increasing items are equipped, because he's gonna hand you a bunch of experience, and if you don't have that equipped, then you'll get less. At least I assume that's how all of this is working. And I also assume that every piece of equipment has to be equipped. You couldn't just, like, unequip something. Oh, you can. You can unequip things. And it's still real hard to tell what is equipped and what isn't. And this menu's a mess. Alright, talk to Karn. Caravan stone. I don't know what conversation this is. It's been too long.
What of carven stone?
Carven.
Call the stone of construct sentinels, to be specific.
A sad thing destroying what a maker worked so hard to craft. But these days it must be done.
And see,
find the construct sentinels you need in the lost temple. Good luck to you.
this guy is overly bright in this area, and the lighting is flickering. It's like there really could have, feels like even now you could do a better remaster on the graphics than what they did. And then I think the definitive edition came out a year ago. It needs like a patch. I don't think you can make a new version and sell it again, maybe ever. But the graphics do seem like they need a tweak.
Horseman, may I beg you another favor? What is it?
He's got another quest.
A compass that guided me to many wonders when I was young. I thought it lost, like the temple. But now that you've found one, the other will follow. Very well, Khan.
So there is a compass in the temple. It's just not going to be used apparently by me to know where the boss is, because there aren't guaranteed to even be bosses in all the temples, it seems like.
I found your armor. Stone be praised. It brings back memories to see it again.
We get a little bit of a sound effect every time we turn in or get a quest.
What can you tell me about this place? I've been here but the once. The time I tried to tip a construct. A fine sport. Aye, it is. I could but nudge him an inch.
Like cow tipping.
The whole time I felt Muria watching.
So 219 XP and 1200 guilt. Alright. Can't talk to him. We can run over here and collect this. And I guess we're going to have a proper dungeon, because the Nook really wasn't one. Now, notice the purple of dust kinda looks like the purple of the eyes of this dragon. So I think they could have done bright red instead, gold, something that's like, dust is supposed to stand out against the background, and he really doesn't that well anyways. Alright, let's see. We have a new scythe that would do us better. Do some more damage. And nothing new. We haven't gotten any new gear. I thought we might have after doing the... Well, we got the construct key as a item, but no new weapon. According to the game, we've been playing for almost 5 hours now. If we look at the map, and like, we kind of did everything at the Nook, seems like there might be a little bit more to do. It seems a little unlikely that there's something to do at the Cauldron. It seems a little unlikely that there's anything to do at Trenchfort. There's a little bit of collectibles and Oran here. I imagine now that I have the construct key would let me go fight the gauntlet, but I'm probably nowhere close to that. We're trying to find all the gems for Blackroot. We're going to do the Shattered Forge at some point, and the Weeping Crag at some point. But the Weeping Crag may very well be as big as the Nook is, and when you start to think about that with the Tree of Life, which maybe this is a dungeon, maybe it isn't, and then whatever this is, which we kind of know that there's something in the mountains here. Like, not a lot of game when you look at it map wise. Let's see, find the last Temple, Lost Temple. Still need to defeat Thane. Still need to find Karen's stone. So we're right in line with that quest. Activating this is a quest that we could do. Maybe I should wait later to do that. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll finish this dungeon and then fast travel and activate that and get another quest done. Because then I'll probably need to go back to Tristone. Let's see. Find the Shattered Forge. We already know where the Shattered Forge is, don't we? It's right here. We could fast travel to it. Interesting. So, Book of the Dead, we have 4 of 10 pages. Mystic Stone Bites, we have 8 of 34. I don't know, I guess after we do the dungeon, which will probably take us about an hour to do this dungeon, unless it gets really big all of a sudden, then I want to just kind of fast travel maybe to the Weeping Crag and ride, make sure I hit all the stones, and then get to the Shattered Forge, run around there and see if I can really open the doors and have the abilities to do that, and then fast travel to Orin and see if we can do that. We haven't been really looking at any of our other stats. Combat time, apparently we've only spent 26 minutes playing in combat. That's really short compared to 5 hours. Less than 1/10 of the game has been in combat, which is an arguable to say less than 1/10 of this game is actually the gameplay mechanic, and it's not just wandering around and platforming and puzzling. So you can't even really call this a combat mechanism by default as its primary gameplay mechanism. It instead is a action platformer with very few actions and platforms. A lot of these numbers just don't have any states. Crucible 25 duration, Crucible 75, Crucible 100. So like there's Crucible level 1 to 25 so before I hit level 25 I guess I should hop in here, but I'm only at level 7 right now. Seems like there could be more gameplay if we did the Crucible thing, but I don't know how much of that we're really gonna do. I suppose at a certain point, if you're just trying to get experience and grind, doing a Crucible would be the best way to do it. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. If you want to support me, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.